Hey guys, I'm Abby, and welcome back to One Code Camp channel. Today we continue with our MongoDB series. We'll continue to talk about MongoDB CRUD operations in MongoDB shell. This time is the read operation. Let's go! In the previous video, we learned the first part of MongoDB CRUD operation, which is create. We learned the two commands that we can use, one for creating one document, and another for creating multiple documents. In this tutorial, we are going to learn the next part of MongoDB CRUD operations, which is read. The read operations allow us to supply special query filters and criteria that let us specify which documents we want. MongoDB has two methods of reading documents from a collection. The first one is db.collection.find, and the other one is db.collection.find1. This is especially useful when we are already working on our website and a user wants to see all of the songs in the songs collection, for example. So let's make that same example. Let's fetch all the songs inside the songs collection. Again, make sure that we are in our desired database. Right now, I am in music library database. So let's say db.songs to reference the songs collection, then .find. And this right here will show us all of the documents inside the songs collection. Right now, we only have a few documents. But for example, we are already working on a large project which has 100 songs, for example. What this will do is it will show us the first 20 songs, and then if we want to see the next page, we just type in IT, and it will show us the next 20 songs in our collection. But since we only have a few documents right now, it will not show us anything more. Okay, let's clear this out. Now, we can also specify or filter the documents depending on what we want to find. In our previous video, we used this filter field to filter out the documents. But this time, we are going to be making use of our shell. So here, db.songs.find, and inside, let's add an argument, which is an object, and say we only want to find the songs that view the map is the artist. So let's put that inside, artist, view the map. And now it only showed us these documents with view the map as its artist. We can also filter using other properties as well, like the rating, genres, duration, and so on. You can also specify or filter using multiple properties. So let's say we want view the map, but only with 9 as its rating. So we can type in, again, db.songs.find, and an object inside, and let's add the rating of 9. Here we can see that we can have more than one key value pairs, and it will check both of these filters, and if the document matches both, that's the only time that it will return us that document. We can do that to really filter what we only want to see. Now, what if we only want to see the song title and the artist, and we don't need the other information in here? We can also do that by typing a second argument, which will also be an object, and that object will specify what fields we want to see from each document. Let's do that in action. So we said that we only want to see the title and the artist. We will specify that here as properties inside the object of the second argument. So that will be, again, db.songs.find, and then the first argument, which is the artist, view the map, and the second argument is the title, then 1, and the artist 1. One means that we want the title property and the artist property as well. Then, if we hit on enter, it returned us those same documents, but only with the fields that we have specified. Let's take note as well that we will always get the ID back, and we won't need to specify that in the second argument. Then, if we, for example, want to get back all the documents and not have a filter of only the artist, like in the above example, but we also only want it to return to us the title and the artist fields, we can do that as well. So that will be db.songs.find, and we will leave the first argument blank and then specify what fields we want in the second argument. And there we can see all the documents, but with the fields title and artist only. All right. We also have another method of reading or finding, and that is find1. Since in find method, we get all the documents, we can use the find1 method to find only one document based on one property. For example, we want to find one song document with this specific ID. So we can say db.songs.find1, and inside this object, we can specify the ID, which I will just copy right here. And there, it only returned us this specific document. So again, it doesn't have to be the ID. You can also use other properties as well. Then if, for example, I used the artist property in this one, so that's db.songs.find1, and I want the artist of view the map, and we know that there are more than one document with view the map as the artist. So since we are using the find1 method, it will only give me the first one that it will find in the database, where our given property is matched. So now we learned the find method to find multiple documents and also filter them to our liking, and the find1 method to get a single document from our database. Before we wrap up our read operation, let's learn more methods that we can add to find method to perform additional tasks like sorting and limiting. This is called method chaining. So first, let's use the find method that we have learned and chain it with another method called count. So that's db.songs.find.count. What this does is count the number of documents in our current database inside the songs collection. And we got 7. We can also use this by having some filters inside the find method as well. Let's use the command that we have used before. So that's db.songs.find, and inside we want the artist view the map. And count. And now we have 2, because we have 2 documents with the artist view the map. Okay, let's clear this out again. Now we have another method, which is limit, and this will limit how many documents we want to get back. Before, we used the find method and it brought us all the documents. And the find one method, which only gave us one document. If we want, for example, 3 documents to show, we use the limit method. So that's db.songs.find, and then chain it with .limit, and inside the number of documents, which is 3. Another method is the sort method. And as the name states, it sorts our documents. Let's see that in action. So let's say db.songs.find.sort. Inside the sort method, we should pass an argument, which is an object. Here we can sort it by title, by song, by rating, and so on. This can either be 1 or -1. 1 means we want to sort it in ascending order, and -1 means sort in descending order. So let's say we want to sort it by title. Oh, I forgot the curly braces in there. This should be an object, so let's do that again. Let's hit enter. And if we observe this, it got us the documents sorted in alphabetical order by its title. And here, we got the small letter in the end because that's how it will work. Capital letters first, then small letters. Let's try that out in descending order. Let's just edit this one and make it -1. And now we can see that it is arranged in descending order by its title. We can also chain everything together. So if we try that, db.songs.find.sort, and inside is title 1, and then chain it with another, like let's try limit, and 3. We will see 3 documents with its title in ascending order. We can also chain the count, just to show you that we can, but it's going to be pretty obvious that since we limit it to 3, the count will be 3 as well. Let's do that anyway. So now we can see that the count is 3. Alright, that wraps up the second part of our MongoDB CRUD operations. We have learned the 2 methods that we can use to read documents, and a few more methods that we can use to chain to the find method to count, limit, and sort, and even chain them all together as well. In our next video, we are going to talk about the next CRUD operation, which is update. See you in the next ones.